It's nice to be, get your laugh on. Hey, everybody get your laugh on. Hey. I used to love that back in the day. Today I'm going to be talking about the Comic View trailer. Now, I don't know if it's going to be like in one sitting or it's going to be like episodic. So, episodic, child, I don't know. Biopic, child, who knows. But I don't know if it's going to be like episodes, based on episodes, or just one long thing. Because I think it's like 7 or 8 people. I think Kevin Hart is, I don't know if they say he owns it now, he boss it, I don't know, like producing it or something. He's like the lead of it or whatever. So I'm just going to talk about everybody that they have on there and just my idea overall about them bringing it back. I've always said I love Comic View. Like, I grew up on Comic View. Like, Comic View is pretty much my first introduction to comedy. Let's just say my first introduction. First one that stands out to me. That's why I always say I love Arnez J, because obviously there have been multiple hosts of Comic View, but Arnez J is my favorite. He's the most memorable one to me. Like, when I think of Comic View, I think of him. Other people might be different, but for me personally, it's like when I think of Apollo, I think of Steve Harvey. And there have been other Apollo hosts, but that's just who I think of. Let's go with DC first. DC on Fly. I feel like if you're doing anything with comedy, of course they're gonna include DC in it. Minor setback for a major comeback, child. Back to DC. So DC, I feel like anytime they do anything, whether it be hosting, whether it be a movie, whether it have to do with comedy or not, definitely if it have to do with comedy or not, but definitely if it has to do with comedy, they're gonna bring on DC. Like, he's the go-to now. Like, he's a new go-to for them to go to. So of course, if they were gonna do Comic View, if they did In Living Color, they would have DC on. It's just who they would want right now. So obviously he's gonna be on there, bringing the views, and older comedians respect him because he acknowledges them as the OG, and then obviously the younger crowd likes them, so that's a way to bring the young crowd in but still appease like the older people. So I get that. So of course they wanted some women. So they got Bresha Webb. I love Bresha Webb. I don't know about her as far as like stand up, but I just love Bresha Webb. She just seems like multi-talented. Like, she just seems like such a big personality. She's so cute. She just seems like such a big person. So I don't know her stand-up wise, but I do like her overall. Yeah, I think people know her more as an actor than a comedian. But I'm interested to see her stand-up wise, because like I said, I know her as an actor. I've seen her, Marlon Show back in the day. Well, not that far back in the day, with the Marlon Show. And if that were 5 years, we'd be like back in the day. Was back in the day, over 10 years. But and she was in movies and stuff like that, movies on Netflix and stuff. And what's that movie with Mike Epps and Lil Duval? I don't know why I can't think of the movie, but she was in it too. Yeah, I really like Bresha Webb, so good to see her on. I've seen some of her clips, and I've liked her. The clips I've seen some of her clips, and I do like her. Like, as far as like the newer people that's coming out, I don't know if she's new, but I grew up on her, and so I've seen her within like the last few years. So she could have been dead, but I've seen her in the last few years. So like, it's good that they're giving. They didn't get like a woman that's already super big. She known, obviously, but I'm saying they didn't get nobody like super big. Obviously they weren't gonna give them meat because Kevin Hart involved, but if they would have got like Lunel or some more, or even the younger girl comedians that be like on Wild and Out and stuff. Clips I've seen of her, I've liked, so I like that they have her on. And then next up they have obviously the legend Tommy Davidson, like obviously in Living Color, and famous Martin Hill on Martin, like him in movies, Booty Call, all this stuff with Jamie Foxx and all this, so obviously iconic. Tommy Davidson stand-up wise, I don't know much. I should go look at something. Tommy Davidson, I don't know much about him stand-up. I know I've heard, other comedians talk about him and stuff, and I'm sure, stand-up wise he's funny. He been doing it for, how long. So it's good to have him on a vet. We can have a vet on that, been doing it for a minute. I don't remember him on, I don't think he was on Comic View back in the day, because I don't remember. I ain't never seen him on Comic View back in the day. Like I said, In Living Color was probably the first thing I saw him on. So he's one that they have on there. And then they have on Tony Roberts. I remember him from Comic View from back in the day. I remember his face. Like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, I remember his face. I don't necessarily remember a specific joke, but I do remember when I was younger liking him. Like, I remember his face. I remember liking him. Like, oh yeah, I like him. Like, some people, you can't either remember their name or you can't remember the joke. Like, there's this comedian, I cannot think of his name, but he this joke on Comedy back in the day. He's like, Kiki, that girl gonna kill you. I don't care. I've been killed before. Like, that was his famous joke. I don't even know his name. I know his face, but I do not know his name.
Kiki, what was they way? Whoa, why you looking at the girl like that? What y'all going through? That girl looking at me wrong like she wants to do something. Kiki, that girl is bigger than you. I don't care. I still want that hoe down. I'll be Kiki. That girl will kill you. I don't care. I done been killed before.
So it's like that with Tony. It's like I know his face and I know that I thought he was funny back in the day, but I can't necessarily pinpoint it. So I'm sure if I look at clips, I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. You know, I'm sure it's something that I remember. So I'm glad they got somebody on that was on Comedy. So that was a good move. They got somebody on that was on Comedy back in the day, and I'm glad they got him because I don't think he's super big. Maybe he is. I don't think he's super big. I don't know every comedian that's super big, so he could be super big. So I'm glad he not on, like, I'm about to say Cat Williams, but obviously they won't get Cat Williams again because of Kevin Hart, but I'm glad they didn't get, like, you know, one of the bigger names from Comedy back in the day. I'm glad they actually, you know, got him. And then, this is the last one I think. I hope I'm not forgetting. I think this is the last one. They got T.I. So obviously I don't know nothing about T.I. stand-up wise. I know he just started doing it. Obviously I know about him as a rapper, obviously, but I don't know about him as a stand-up. I haven't seen really his stand-up. But I seen a thing where he was going back with the other girl comedian. He was talking about her. I remember that little viral clip, but I don't know about him stand-up wise. So they got him on the trailer. The trailer was only a minute something, and I saw it the other day, but it was whatever joke he told. It was like some basic joke, but I think it was kind of like crowd work, and he is starting out. So I mean, I ain't gonna, you know, hold it against him. You know, I guess when comedians started out, they all kind of do that little to get in the groove, like these kind of basic filler intro jokes. So I'm not really worried about it. Like T.I., when he's in conversation, I do think he's funny, and you know, he hangs around a lot of comedians. So T.I., he was on this roast. I don't know who roast it was. I'll put it in because I'm going to have to look at it. I don't remember who roast it was. I don't know if it was Snoop Dogg or what, but it was on TV. And his little roast bit, whatever you want to call it, was the best. And I know he got comedian friends, so I don't know if they, you know, helped him write or whatever, K-Dub or whoever helped him write, but it was really funny. Like, I was like, he delivered it well. I was like, he did the best. Like, that, I remember that. I was like, oh yeah, T.I. funny when I saw that, but I mean, like, somebody could have wrote it for him, but he still, I guess, had to deliver it. But that roast back in the day, I was like, oh yeah, that was really funny. His was the best. And I think that was it. The only thing I kind of see, I need to look up. I don't know if it's episodes. Well, it can't be based on episodes because Comedy View wasn't a different person every episode. It was like a compilation, you know, every time you watched it, it was like you saw multiple comedians every time. So I don't know if it's gonna be like they're gonna show a few at a time. I don't know how it's going to be. It said, I think that when I watched the trailer, it said special. So special is they're gonna show that for like 2 hours or for an hour, and it's just gonna be all of them. So it's just gonna be one episode or 1 hour and a half or something. I don't know. It was the first time they bring it back, so I would say want to get people that's known so people can, you know, watch it and click on it. So obviously, if you get some newer people that people don't know, most likely people probably won't click on it. I think they should have got one person that you don't really know, that ain't really known at all, or that maybe just be, you know, at the improv and stuff like that, that they found funny, because that's how they was finding them back in the day. Like, you know, that's how these people back in the day got their shows, like Martin and Jamie, well, maybe not Jamie, but Martin and Monique and all of them, because they was in the circuit. Like, these people would go to you know, these comedy shows and then find people they like, and then, you know, they would get stuff off of that. Like a lot of comedians back in the day would get stuff based off of that. Baby's kids came from, you know, them watching him and watching that being wanted to make something out of it. Then, you know, obviously Bernie Mac on Kings of Comedy. That got to do with improv, but on Kings of Comedy, and he got his show based off of that. Oh, I would like to see one newer person that No, I ain't seen. Like, but I know this is their first time, so maybe next time they do it, I don't want it to be a whole bunch of big celebrities that people already know coming on there. It's like, of course you can sprinkle it in, but I don't want that just to be that. Because if I wanted to see them, you can easily go to their show and you can easily just probably see a clip that they post online or something. Or something like that. But, like, back in the day, it was harder for you to see these comedians. Well, to me, I wasn't receiving when I was a child, so I wasn't going to the improv of them. But it was like, I think it would be harder to see them. Of course, they was touring, but it was harder to see what they were touring because on the internet wasn't big, wasn't around like that. Especially not how it is now. So of course it would be harder. But now you can see all the people that they have on there. I want people that ain't super big yet, but it's the first one, so I get that you want people with a name. I would at least want to see everybody on there. I knew who they were, whether I saw they stand up or not. I knew who they were. I wish they had somebody on that I didn't know who they were all. I'm not saying they can't have a little bit of a following, but I didn't want them to be like already established like that. But child, I digress. But man, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I wonder, is everybody gonna give their best material, or is it just gonna be like them going off of their celebrity, and then obviously people just gonna laugh because they like them. So hopefully it's like them doing actual sets. Like, I want to see actual stuff. I don't want to see no basic stuff. I don't want to see no interacting with the crowd. I want to see actual jokes that you have thought of. Like, I don't know how long, like I said, I don't know how long they're going to do, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. Well, probably can be not 15 minutes. They probably each going to do 30. If it's 7, how many people I named? Did I name 7 or 8, child? Whatever. But yeah, that's the reaction to the trailer. Like, I'm not going to put it in here. I'll put a link below for y'all can watch it because I'm not about to get child copyrighted for that. So y'all can go watch it. I ain't about to play it, but go watch it. And I think it comes out March 14th. So after I watch it, I might do a video. I'm sure I do a video. It depends. If I really dislike it, then I'm not going to do a video. Because I don't want to just be trashing it. So if I really dislike it, I'm not going to do a video. But if I really have something, or if it ain't much to say, if it's just like, cool for what it's cool, then I'm not going to do it. But I have to really have something to say to do it on there. If it's really good, then I'm definitely going to do it. But if it's like okay or just like bad, I ain't going to do no review. And I'm just going to let it be because I don't want it to stop. I want to keep seeing other, more comedians on there. I don't just want to see it stop here. But yeah, because come if you BET, come at you 6 nights a week. See, so is he on? No, it can't be that. He came on almost every day, so I just wonder how they doing this. Cause I don't know. We'll see. But that's all I got for that. And bye.